There's been a stench that has been working its way to the surface for the last 24 hours, and today I'm going to dive headfirst into that stench to talk about what you can currently see on screen. It seems like it's finally happening. It seems like manga companies are officially trying to cut out translators from the equation and use AI to translate manga, aka machine translation. Now, let's be completely blunt here, okay? We're all adults here. Everyone has probably one or twice, some point in their life, went onto an unofficial site to read a manga, and they might have come across maybe a machine translation. I know I have. And when you look at a machine translation, the quality control of it is outright awful. It is just atrocious. And a lot of the message and wording and just the main themes of the story of the manga is just lost because it's just a bunch of garbage just kind of pushed together for a machine translation. It's not a good experience. It's definitely one of the worst ways to experience a manga. And obviously because of that, there's been many times when there's only machine translations for a series, I just don't even read it. I'm just going to be completely blunt. Now, obviously, there is examples to kind of disregard that. Maybe you just can't wait and you will read machine translations. But for the most part, I feel like, machine translations is just a complete step down in every regard to reading a manga. But let's get into the main point. The reason why I'm talking about this is because we have the Ancient Magus Bride's manga is set to return. And it's going to be simultaneously released in English with the Japanese version using AI translation. Now, as soon as you see this, it's just like, why? Just why? That's the first thing. But this post from Anime News Network got so much traction that the official account for Ancient Magus Bride had to make this statement earlier today talking about it. And basically, to kind of summarize this whole long thing they just did here, they're like, the reason why we're doing AI translations is because there's pirated versions on manga sites, and because of that, it has hurt us domestically and internationally. So what we're going to do is we're going to use AI translations to combat against those problems. Shueisha, aka Shonen Jump, has already done demonstrations that, this works. I don't know why they say I doubt it. They really see it works internationally. But anyways, they're like, oh, we have done the research and all that. AI translations are the future. They're the best way to combat piracy from manga. And it's just like, yeah, okay, no, okay. Let's just tackle this bombshell for a second. The fact that they think AI translations are going to combat pirated versions is just completely insane. Like, they have lost the plot. They have lost their mind if they think that is actually going to combat pirated versions. And let me just explain. In fact, what they're doing is going to make pirated versions even more popular. It's like, okay, you have two versions out in front of you, okay? You have the AI translation from Ancient Magus Bride sat right onto your right. And on your left, you have a fan translation of Ancient Magus Bride, done by a dedicated group pretty much for free, but they're passionate about it, and they translated it. You lay these both on the table. Which one are you going to grab? It's very apparent, let's not troll, you're going to grab the fan translation. Because it's like, the fan translation clearly was made from a labor of love, and actual people translated it and put passion into it. While the AI translation is something that's just garbage, and it doesn't really get the point of certain jokes, and it's garbage, because it misses the point of the theme or messages of the manga, what should be said in a current moment, because it's just industrial plant garbage that is just translated by a machine that doesn't understand, like, some quirky stuff that needs to be put into lines. And so it's very clear which person would choose which. It's very apparent. People would choose the fan translation. So the fact that they think AI translations or machine translations could combat piracy is just insane. You want to know what would combat piracy? Proper translations. Translations that aren't messed up with agenda pushing. Like, okay, I want to talk about this one. I don't like to talk about these subjects, but I want to be completely blunt here as well. There's a lot of manga that's translated in the West into English and different languages that have a lot of agenda pushed into them. Things that were not in the original Japanese that are pushed in to kind of have a message, a political message, so to speak. I've seen this often, where a lot of translators do this. And obviously, seeing those translators not being able to translate stuff anymore, in my personal opinion, I don't think people should always lose their job, but I think if you're putting your own agenda in a translation when it has no place being there, you really shouldn't be a translator. I'm just going to be completely blunt there. I know that sounds cruel, but that's my harsh opinion on the matter. And I think that obviously with the AI translation, it will remove those people, but it also remove the passionate people that really are doing a very good job with their work. But I'm being blunt here. I think that overall, this is bad. This is legitimately bad because it's like, there's not going to be any passion or life put into the translation. You're going to instantly tell which is actually a better product, the pirated version or the non-pirated version. And I think that if this truly is the future of manga, this is going to blow back in their face definitely hard, because people are going to go to pirate sites more. I know I will. I'm going to be blunt. I'll read pirate sites. I will not support AI translations that are just garbage when I can get a more passionate translation from fans. I'm blunt. Hate me for it, whatever you want to say. But keeping it 100% real, that's exactly what I would do. I would read pirated versions before I do that. Being honest. But, anyways, yeah, this is very stinky, there's a lot of stench here. I mean, we even have stuff with One Piece as well, that One Piece is now using AI, as you can see here. So this is also bringing more worries to the One Piece anime remake that people are talking about with AI generation and stuff. So, yeah, yikes. So, there's clearly some stuff in the work with AI, with Shueisha and these other companies in Japan, and, I am, scared. I'm scared for our future for 2024. It's gonna be, probably a scary year. I feel like, companies are finally trying to do cost-saving cuts and stuff, and let's be honest, this whole thing is not just about piracy, it's about cost-saving, just cutting people out to not pay them. That's exactly what's going on here. Let's just be completely blunt. It's not all about manga piracy. It's like, let's just stop paying translators and let's just save money. That's exactly what this is for. But, yeah, I just want to bring this to everybody's attention. So, we have that to look forward to in 2024. We have AI translations for our favorite manga. Obviously sarcasm. I'm not happy about it. But, be safe, stay healthy, everyone. Chibi out.